12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now me and
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
Back to throw. Shepard, and his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw it the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He'll return it from the 6. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To the air, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Legal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garcia. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shepard nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Shepard. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Well, look up to the scoreboard as time has run out. on this first quarter. 14-7 is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw. Shepard, wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Operating from the gun, Shepard. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw on second down, Shepard under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's like 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Benjamin. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They do go for it. Here's Allen. and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Hey, set! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw on second down. Shepard hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Throwing on third and long. Shepard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we have... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
34 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Allen now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll move them a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Shepard under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Shepard, and the pressure gets to him again. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Shepard over the middle, complete. It's Ward. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on first down. Shepard. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. To throw. Shepard. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
Looking to throw. Shepard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
From the gun, Shepard. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shepard. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Back to throw. Shepard going down the middle, and it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And he's got this down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now check, Patriot!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Allen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On the crossing route, complete. That's Garcia. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Shepard firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Shepard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 3rd and long. Shepard. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Benjamin. It's caught at the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Wow.